Hi, welcome to your first lecture at Webull Academy. Before we begin, let me explain what Webull Academy is all about. We understand that navigating a new brokerage app can be met with frustration and anxiety. Luckily, Webull Academy is here. This introductory series of videos will consist of 5 parts. Each part will go over some key features we think are essential for everyone to have in their toolbox, whether you're just getting started or you're already an expert. Not only are we going to show you how to navigate the app to access these tools, but we will also explain the general scope of each tool and provide some insight on how to interpret the data you're seeing. Now, let's take a look at the first topics we will be addressing in this video. First, we'll be looking at an overview of the stock page. This is where you would find more information about any symbol you're interested in trading. Next, we'll take a look at the stock chart and how to configure it to your needs. And after that, we'll get into how to find analyst ratings and earnings per share. Finally, we'll cover short interest, financial documents, and the company profile to hopefully give you a better understanding of what all this means. Alright, let's get into it. Right off the bat, it is important to know a stock's price. The stock's price changes throughout the day. Webull provides over 25 financial metrics, some of which include free float, average volume, and EPS. Metrics are useful for assessing a company's current and possible future performance. Make sure to check out our stock page if you would like to perform a more technical analysis on a company. Our chart time intervals can be as concise as minute by minute, but the intervals can also be switched to a day by day, month by month, or year by year basis. Order flow. This chart is used to see which institutions or traders are trading what volume of stocks. Tap on the chart to see information on the large scale orders in the last 5 days. Webull groups historical transactions into large, medium, and small orders. Large orders are orders that account for the top 5% of the stock market turnover. Small orders are orders that account for the lowest 25% of the stock market turnover. The rest of the orders are considered medium orders. Get the latest news updates on Webull and keep an up-to-date on industry trends as well as company releases. Some of these releases include Analyst Ratings, Analyst Upgrades, Corporate Actions, and many more. Let's go over earnings per share. What is earnings per share? Earnings per share, commonly referred to as EPS, is the portion of a company's profit allocated to each share of common stock and serves as an indicator of a company's profitability. It is worth noting that EPS does not mean dividends. As shown in the chart, Webull provides actual EPS, average EPS in the last 4 fiscal quarters, and the estimated EPS in the coming fiscal quarter. Analyst Ratings. The Analyst Ratings section aggregates the opinion of professional research analysts from across the world. These analysts research public financial statements, listen in on conference calls, and collect other important information to provide an assessment of a stock. Stocks are assessed into 5 different categories: strong buy, hold, underperform, and sell. Analyst price targets. The analyst price target is an estimate created by averaging the estimated stock prices from relevant analysts. The resulting price range estimates the lowest, highest, and average price of a stock ticker. Short interest. What is short interest? Short interest is the amount of shares that investors sold short but have yet to cover or close out. This is a useful indicator to determine the trend of a stock price and investor sentiment. Short interests update twice a month, once in the middle of the month, and once at the end of the month. What is days to cover? Days to cover equals the short interest divided by the average daily shares volume. If we look at the technical definition, days to cover is used to estimate how many days it would take to close all the short sellers' positions. It is also referred to as the short interest ratio. Short selling has the seller borrow a stock to sell. This creates buying pressure on a stock as short sellers have to buy the stock at a later date in order to return it to their broker. Financial information. Financial information consists of the company's financial forecast, financial statement, and industry comparison. Webull financial forecast information takes into account various sources including revenue, balance, and cash flow statements from the last fiscal year in order to help investors to determine the company's current financial status. Webull collects the company's quarterly and annual statements and aggregates it all into our platform. Besides basic information, Webull pulls the information on all the listed companies in the industry and calculates the current stocks ranking on several important indicators. Institutional holdings. Institutional holdings are held by institutional investors, among whom are mutual funds, private investment funds, trust funds, and banks. The information in this tab includes the number of institutions, total shares, and percent of company owned. Company bio. The company bio has the basic information on the company itself. This includes the company profile, the company's industry, and a list of senior executives in the company. This tab allows you to stay up to date on higher level information without having to switch to another site.